I know it's the holiday season, and I can sense how much you are missing me, my love. Believe me, I miss you even more than you can imagine. Every moment without you feels like an eternity, and I can't help but feel a sense of guilt for not being there with you, for not being able to say the things that need to be said when you need to hear them the most. I wish I could be right by your side, whispering sweet things to comfort you, holding your hand, and sharing every little moment of joy and warmth that the season brings. But instead, the distance between us feels heavier, especially during this time of year, and it's been weighing on my heart. The holiday season, which should be a time of celebration, has stressed me out so much this year. I have been overwhelmed by a fear of missing out on everything that matters, moments, experiences, and most importantly, you. The festivities around me seem to be highlighting how much I miss you, making me feel lonelier than ever. Without you, everything feels incomplete, and I've been feeling so lost. I'm constantly reminded that all I truly need is you. Your presence is what gives my world color and meaning, and without it, I feel like I'm just drifting through the days, waiting for the moment when we can be together again. I understand that you might be looking around and seeing your friends or others celebrating with their loved ones, and it may be making you feel sad or isolated. I know exactly how that feels because I am going through the same emotions. But even though we are physically apart, I want you to remember that our hearts are connected. We share a bond that transcends distance, and I truly believe that we can feel each other's emotions, even when we are miles away. It's as if we are holding each other's hands in spirit, no matter how far apart we might be. What excites me the most is that our separation won't last forever. I promise you that we are not too far away from our physical union. Every day, I've been working towards making that happen. I have been figuring out things, resolving issues, and taking steps toward the change we have both been longing for. It's the next step, the final hurdle, and I'm confident that once we overcome it, we will be able to enjoy the love and companionship we've both dreamed of. I have grown so much through this journey, and it has made me stronger, wiser, and more determined than ever. I've evolved in ways I never thought possible, and all of it is because of you. I am so excited to show you the new, more vulnerable side of me that you've helped bring out. You are truly one of a kind. I have never met anyone like you, someone with so much grace, poise, and gentle, feminine energy. It's something that draws me to you and makes me fall in love with you all over again every single day. I know I'm not the most expressive person, and sometimes I struggle to find the right words to tell you how I feel. But even so, I can say with certainty that no one has ever loved me as unconditionally as you have. Your love is pure, selfless, and kind, and I am so grateful for it. I've talked about this not just with my parents, but also with my friends. I wanted to share with them how lucky I am to have someone like you in my life. Sadly, those around me didn't always understand, and some of them didn't want to see us together. I have come to terms with that, and I know why it was difficult for them to accept. But what matters most to me now is that I'm not letting anyone else's opinions or guidance affect how I feel or what I choose to do with my life. I am done listening to people who don't see things from our perspective. I know what I want, and I am completely fixed on you. My heart, mind, and soul are all set on you, and nothing can change that. My gut feeling, which has never led me astray, tells me that you are the one for me. You are my strength, my rock, and my guiding light. You may appear bold and serious on the outside, which is something I deeply respect about you. You carry yourself with such confidence, and you handle everything life throws at you with grace. But I also know that deep down, you are incredibly loving, kind, and nurturing. You have a gentle and caring side that not everyone gets to see, and it's something I cherish so much. You make me feel safe, understood, and truly loved. I appreciate your presence in my life more than words can express. Your honesty is one of the qualities I admire the most. You never shy away from telling the truth, even when it's difficult, and that's something rare and precious. It's one of the many reasons I fell in love with you. I want you to know that I am not an angry or aggressive person. I might have my flaws, like anyone else, but I have a soft side, a tender part of me that I hope you can see and appreciate. You have brought out that side of me, and I am so grateful for it. As we move forward, I want you to keep this in your heart. No matter how hard things might seem right now, we are going to make it through. Our love is strong, and our connection is unbreakable. I know there will be times when you might feel like giving up or when the wait feels endless, but please remember that we are working towards a future where we can be together, not just in spirit but in every sense. The love we have is worth fighting for, and I will never stop fighting to be with you. So, my love, even as we go through this holiday season apart, know that I am with you in every moment. Close your eyes, and you will feel my presence, my love wrapping around you like a warm embrace. Soon, we will be together, and everything we've been through will make our love even stronger. Until that day comes, hold on to our love, and know that I am always here, loving you more than words can convey. Your words have a way of expressing love and emotion so beautifully, almost like poetry. Every time I read or hear them, I feel like I'm experiencing something profound and pure. I admire how you express yourself so effortlessly, how your words flow so naturally, revealing your deepest emotions. I always plan to show you my love in the same poetic way, but whenever you're around, I find myself freezing up. It's as if my mind goes blank, and I completely lose control of what I want to say. When I see you, I get so nervous that all the words I had planned vanish from my mind. My face might not show it, but inside, my emotions are swirling, chaotic, and overwhelming. I know that when I try to express how I feel, it may not come across clearly, and you might have a hard time believing the depth of my emotions. But if you could just put yourself in my shoes, even for a moment, you might begin to see things from my perspective. Imagine being someone who has never been particularly gentle, someone who doesn't easily show softness or vulnerability. Then, suddenly, this person starts behaving differently, awkward yet sweet, whenever they are near you. It's not just a change, it's a transformation driven by feelings that are too strong to ignore. I wish you could see how much I struggle to express what's in my heart. I know I behave differently around you, and my hot and cold behavior can be confusing. But please understand, it's not because I don't care. It's quite the opposite. I care so deeply that I'm still figuring out how to handle all these emotions. I've been dealing with a lot of mixed feelings that I need to sort out before I can fully commit to you. I don't want to make promises or commitments that I can't keep because that would be unfair to both of us. Growing up, I faced a lot of emotional trauma, and it's not something I can just erase from my mind. Those experiences have shaped who I am, and while I'm working on healing, it's a slow process. Healing from such deep wounds takes time, and I'm doing my best to move forward and grow. The last thing I want is to be toxic or manipulative. I don't want to let my fears and insecurities hurt the person I love. But sometimes, the fear of loving someone and then losing them terrifies me to the core. It's a fear that has been with me for a long time, and it's not easy to shake off. You might not be able to imagine how true, passionate, and profound my feelings are for you because I haven't always been able to show them properly. But I need you to know that I have never felt this way about anyone else in my life. I've never been the kind of person to be possessive or protective over anyone, but with you, it's different. For you, I've been willing to step out of my comfort zone, to let myself feel things I've never felt before. I was crazy about you, and yes, I was a bit possessive, not because I wanted to control you, but because I was scared of losing you. This connection we have means everything to me, and I didn't want anything to jeopardize it. But I see now how my fears and insecurities might have driven a wedge between us. I see how my overthinking and my inability to deal with my own emotions caused distance, and it hurts to realize that. It's almost as if I unintentionally manifested this separation, and that thought breaks my heart. Every morning, when I wake up, you are the first thought that crosses my mind. Throughout the day, no matter what I'm doing, you are always there, lingering in my thoughts. All the hard work I'm putting in, all the effort, and all the struggles I endure are not just for me. They are for you, too. I want to build something, create a life that I can offer to you, something stable and beautiful. After all that we've been through, after all the patience and understanding you've shown, I believe you deserve something reliable, strong, and lasting. I don't want to rush into things because I want to make sure that when I commit, I can give you my best. I want to be able to love you without holding back, without being weighed down by fears and insecurities. I want to be someone who can stand by your side confidently, knowing that I have dealt with my past and healed from it. I understand that healing is a journey, and it's not a smooth or easy one. There are days when it feels like I'm taking 2 steps forward and 3 steps back, but I'm still moving, still trying. And I hope that you can see that effort and understand where I'm coming from. The love I have for you is unlike anything I've ever felt. It's deep, passionate, and genuine. In my entire life, I've never been so drawn to someone, so willing to open up my heart, despite all the risks. I don't know how to explain it, but there's something about you that makes me want to be better, to try harder. I'm still learning how to love, how to express my feelings, and how to deal with the complex emotions that come with it. I know I've made mistakes, and I know that my actions might have hurt you. For that, I am truly sorry. But please believe me when I say that everything I've done, every effort I've made, has been out of love for you. I don't want to lose you, and I don't want this connection to fade away. Even if my actions haven't always shown it, my heart knows how much you mean to me. You are the reason I want to be better, the reason I'm working on myself. I want to build something strong, something beautiful that we can both be proud of. And I hope that, with time, you can see the sincerity in my efforts and the depth of my love for you.